up guys, DPConnect at DLifeHD, and today we're going to talk about Doom for iOS, Android, and Switch. These games have always been on the iOS, but for some reason got pulled. Updated for new devices, got pulled again, and now they're back on the App Store with some awesome new updates. As someone who's never played the Doom series, I'm coming from a fresh new perspective on this one. So let's talk about opinions on the game as well as the new updates. First, let's talk about what we liked about the game. We're going to treat this game with the utmost respect because as we learned on the Netflix series High Score recently, which is really good by the way, old school Doom marked the beginning of the first shooter and is a huge part of gamer history. When we start looking at games as art, we gain a whole new appreciation for them and can use them as a way to mark our technological history. With that in mind, let's get into it. The controls have vastly been improved in the update. You can now improve touch controls, which use the left side of the screen to move and the right side of the screen to pan left and right. There is also a shooting button on both sides, as well as an action button on the middle left side of the screen. If you tap the lower center of the screen, you can choose which gun to use, and if you double tap the left side of the screen, you can sprint. When it comes to the Gamepad Support, it's about the same, just with physical controls. Both of the controls play really well and are extremely usable. The thing that got me about the controls was that you can only look left and right in this game and not up and down. At first you'll think the controls are broken, but as we've learned, that's just how the game was made, and it adapts to that shortcoming by being able to shoot at enemies that are on higher up levels by simply pointing at them, even though their Y-axis doesn't line up with yours. The graphics still hold up today. Even though they're totally retro, the pixel graphics in a 3D environment still look really cool. As Victor stated in the Project Warlock review, the fact that the objects face you no matter where you're looking is really important since they're all flat objects. The artwork in the game is so important because it has the ability to transport you to a different time and feeling. And this one, coupled with music, has the ability to do that. The music and sound is super ominous, hardcore, and works really well with the gameplay. Each creak of the door and the monster noises definitely keeps you on your toes. Its latest updates has made the game look even better by adding a 16:9 viewing ratio, so you now get to play the old school Doom in a widescreen format. Lastly, let's talk about the gameplay. The objective of the game is reasonably simple. Get from one part of the level to the other while fighting off monsters and creatures. You gain different weapons ranging from basic to super powerful, and you gather different shields and health pickups too. As you progress through the levels, the floor plans get more and more complicated. You also need to find keys to open different doors, and you need to press different switches to make things work to proceed. The different puzzles coupled with the first-person shooting make this game an absolute joy to play. In fact, one of the best parts of the game is just exploring the labyrinth and trying to figure out how to get out of this maze-like world. One of the most trying moments in the game is when they mess with the lights by turning them off or making them flicker on and off. It's spooky not knowing where you're going or who's creeping by. There are several types of missions to play through, with each mission having different levels and having its own feel. They have also included the DLC with a different world, different graphics, and different styled gameplay. There's just so much to uncover here. Now let's talk about what we didn't like about the game, or how we would like to improve it. There are only 3 minor complaints here. The ability to not look up and down can be kind of jarring for the modern gamer, so having the option to be able to do that would really be cool. We know the original game didn't have that due to the hardware limitations, but it would be cool as an option now to be able to do so. And I believe that it wouldn't change the integrity of the game at all that much. It would be great if we could customize the placement, size, and opacity of the controls and the settings menu. Unfortunately, that's not an option right now, and the on-screen controls can be a little intrusive. Lastly, I really wish this game was on Apple TV. All in all, if you're on a retro kick like we are lately, definitely check this one out. It's fantastic, classic, first-person shooter, and if you want to trace the roots of the genre, this is definitely the best way to do it. The art style is great, the music is fantastic, the gameplay is really good, and except for our minor gripes, it's worth playing again and again. With all that said, this game is absolutely D-Life HD approved. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this game or any other game you're playing in the comments below. We love talking to you guys. You can also talk to us more in our Discord server. Info will be in the video description. Remember to like, subscribe for more videos like this. Lastly, check out our Twitter account for gameplay of the latest releases. But most importantly, remember to always stay one up.